The first step is that you will still need to have an active Zapier account or a paid Zapier account, since again, we will be using a premium feature called Webhook. So once you have that Zapier account, you can then go here on this portion on the left panel in Zapier. And how you can generate a webhook is you can simply create a new Zap right here, and then you can hit the Zaps option. So once you click on that, you'll then be asked to set up, you'll be then asked to create a trigger. Now, basically, Webhook is part of Zapier's triggers. So what you can do is click on the trigger option here, which is step 1. And then you may select Webhook right here. Now, once you select Webhook, this option or this section on the right side will appear where you will be asked to select the event. Now, you must always select Catch Hook for this particular process, since again, it will be more organized, or the data that will be sent over from REsimpli will be more organized if you are going to select Catch Hook. Okay. And then from that, you can then select Continue. And then right here under the trigger option, no need to do anything here. Just select Continue. Once you're under the test section or portion here, it will then show you or generate you the webhook that you can use. So for this example, this is the webhook that was generated by Zapier for me. So what I can then do now is copy this webhook and then go back to your REsimpli account and then add that webhook in here. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this webhook that I've recently added. Okay. So what you can then do now is, since you've already copied that webhook, you can hit the add button on the top right hand side and then add the webhook URL right here under the post URL field. So if you're gonna go ahead and add the friendly name, so you may want to add in, so under the friendly name, so what you can do here is you may put the specific or descriptive name of what that webhook or what you are going to be using that webhook for. So for example, if you're using this webhook to like send data from your REsimpli account to, let's say, a Slack channel that you have with your team, so you can put in like REsimpli integration with Slack or something like that. For this particular webhook, there are a couple of triggers that you can actually select to initiate the process of sending that lead data from your REsimpli account to that third-party platform. So currently, these are the available triggers that we have that you can definitely take advantage and use. So by the way, we are very open to like feature suggestions, especially with our integration feature. So currently, these are the list of triggers that we have in the system. So if you have any other suggestions in relation to like webhook triggers, we will most certainly appreciate that. And you can submit that, by the way, through our support channels, either email, chat, or SMS. Going back to this example, now I am going to select lead marked as qualified. So this is going to be the main trigger that I'll be using. Just gonna go ahead and hit add webhook here. So let me just put in test webhook. Okay. All right there. Now it's already added. Now, since I selected the trigger as lead marked as qualified, so essentially what should happen now is that anytime that I have a lead on the account that I will mark as qualified, that will then trigger the system to send that lead information to Zapier. Now, since we are still in the process of setting up the Zap, what's going to happen now is we're going to test the trigger and see if the information will be sent successfully to this particular webhook. So I'm going to go to one of the sample leads that I have here. So let's say this one. So I have all these information that I want to send over to like that third-party platform that I have. Now, since the trigger that I selected earlier is lead marked as qualified, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, once I do that, what should happen now is once I hit the test trigger button here in Zapier, it should show me that information for David Reed. If we go back here, so right there, all the data that's under that lead profile is going to be sent over to this webhook. So as you can see, these are all the information that's under this lead profile right here. So these are the list of data that's available, and that will be sent over to the webhook that you'll be adding in your REsimpli account. So from the first and last name, property address, mailing address, the property ID, the phone number, So this one, by the way, apologize for this, but this is something that we need to update. It should say seller phone number, because right here at the bottom part is where you can find the buyer information. If in any case that lead that you're trying to test as a trigger already has a buyer info on it. So going back, so aside from the phone number, we have the email address, the lead status, the lead source, the campaign name, the market that the lead is under, the property info right here. So from what do I call this? The bedroom, bathroom to the mortgage. So if that's available here, that's also the same information, by the way, that you can see under the property info on the lead's profile right here. And then we also have the lead questions. Now the lead questions is actually referring to the lead intake form, which you can find here at the bottom part, from motivation, price, rental properties, repairs, notes. So these custom questions will also be sent over to the webhook. So right here, as you can see, these are the questions and sections that will be sent over. So another information that will be sent is the team composition. So basically, it will include the team members that's currently assigned to that lead. Now, how you can see this on the lead is you can simply go back to the lead and then go under the team tab right here, which you will be able to then see the team composition, like the team member that's assigned on a specific role. So that will also be included to the data that will be sent to the webhook. So right here. And then offer. So if ever there's already an offer made to that lead or offer information or offer data, that will be included. A list stacking info, which can be found here. Right here, list stacking info. The notes will be included as well. So all the notes that's added to the lead, that will also be included right here. And then, so all of these information will also be available so long as that's already added into the lead. And of course, the action will also say is qualified, since again, that's the trigger that we selected for this particular webhook. Now, just to set your expectation, currently there's only one webhook that you can attach, or you may only attach one webhook to each REsimpli account. So there might be instances that you'll be needing more webhooks, since again, there are a couple triggers that you can also select, which is right here. So that is definitely something that we're looking into, and we'll be raising to our team as well. Now, best use cases for this is what I mentioned earlier. One of the users that I've spoke with before is wanting to like set up some type of automation where any time that a new lead is created on their account, they want their team members to be notified via their Slack channel. So that's actually something that you can also incorporate this particular integration. So you can set up a webhook right here, and you can select the newly created trigger. Or another use case is that if ever you want to create some type of a backup data for all the leads that will be added in your account, depending on what trigger you will be selecting here. So you may also include that as part of the integration process. So you may integrate your REsimpli account to like a spreadsheet, like a Google Drive spreadsheet, or a Microsoft Excel sheet. So you can also do that with this particular integration.